Hey everyone, Nick here, and in this short video I want to share with you 7 actionable tips to start Pinterest marketing for your existing blog, website, whatever you have on the web. And these are the exact tips which help me go from this 0 impressions, 0 clicks, as you can see, to almost to around 200-300 clicks a day to my website and more than 10,000 impressions a day, all organically, all without any extra spendings. And you can see by the analytics here, it's growing plus 45% during the last month. So the growth is incredible. And if I knew all the tips before, I think I would 2x, 3x the results already. So let's start. And first of all, it's very simple. You need to turn your account to business account. You can do it in the settings, account management, and convert it to a business account. You don't need to pay something. You don't need any extra fees. You don't lose access to any features. You just you just gain access to analytics in the Pinterest dashboard. And also you get a slightly bigger reach, I guess, because just Pinterest treats you as a business customer. It does not make like a drastic difference, but even analytics is already a big reason to convert it to business account. Second of all, you need to claim your website. You can also do it in the settings, claimed accounts and websites. So if you already have a website which is ranking, I hope you do, and you're planning to create pins for that website, you should claim it on Pinterest. You would need to add some DNS records, something like this. It's all very easy to do, but it does 2 things. First of all, you can see the stats for all the pins which are linking to your website, and not only the ones which you created. So if someone else linked to your website, you can see it. You can understand what is working better, what is working worse, etc. And second of all, it increases your credibility in Pinterest eyes, because it can see that the website is claimed. It can see the authority of the website, if the website is ranking, if the website has the visitors, and all that. Pinterest sees that, okay, the website is credible. They claim that this Pinterest account is their website. We should probably also give it some more credibility. So yeah, you never lose with this move. Next one, it's very important, is to add pin button to images. And for some of you, for some websites, I've seen that they add just like a small button somewhere at the end of the page that, hey, you can share this page on Twitter or X or on Facebook, on Instagram, and you can also pin it on Pinterest. It works, but I found that you can also add the pin it button to each image you have on the page, or mostly each. And in case you have unique images, you have good images, you have valuable content, people will share it organically on Pinterest. And let me just show you what different it makes. So I filtered my analytics for one of the websites to only from other pins. So it's not pins I created myself, but it's rather pins that were created by other people from my website. And before I added the pin it button, there were like 0 impressions. No one ever like made the pin. No one ever did it. But after I added the pin button, and by the way, this pin button, it just leads to Pinterest website, and the user is prompted to choose a port where he wants to save it. And after I added, you can see that it's just a snowball effect. It's getting more and more day by day. People are organically adding it to their Pinterest account, and it's just growing and growing, because Pinterest can see that other people are pinning to your website. It means your website is unique. It gives some valuable information. It means that Pinterest will rank your Pinterest account better, and as it ranks better, your website gets seen by more and more people, and yeah, your overall impressions, clicks to your website, whatever, is just growing and growing and growing. Another thing is the correct pin format. So if you're uploading images to Pinterest, you need to make sure that you pick a vertical image and you use high quality vertical images. That's from Pinterest guidelines, and they recommend a 2:3 aspect ratio. So for instance, it's 1000 pixels width and 1500 pixels height. And if you don't follow this ratio, it may negatively impact your performance. So yeah, be careful with that. You can still like pin squared pins or I don't know, white pins, whatever, but this kind of pins work the best, and be cautious about that. Next one is, I think you need to research what to pin, what people are actually interested in, what people are interested in within your niche, how they are interested in, what pins they like, what pins they dislike, and so on. And there are a few ways you can do it. First of all, when you create a brand new Pinterest account, you can see that prompt from Pinterest saying, hey, what are you interested in? And you can just kind of look at what Pinterest suggests other people to follow. It means that Pinterest favors this content, and it means you probably should do this content as well, because Pinterest will naturally grow you, let you grow and give you more clicks, more impressions, and so on. Another one is, imagine you already come up with a niche and you know that, I don't know, you have a website regarding sneakers and you can search in incognito mode regarding affordable sneakers, and you can see what already ranks there. And when you see what already ranks there, you can just replicate whatever they're doing and do the very same thing, and the odds are high it would rank. So you can see there are a lot of vertical images of some people wearing shoes. There are a few like listicles of shoes. There are a few images of shoes themselves. So you can kind of look, understand the vibe, understand the color palette, all of that, and do your own unique pins based on what people currently like in your niche. And another thing, the last one, is you can always go to trends.pinterest.com. I think it's only if you have an account, and you can just search by different keywords, how it's growing by months, how it's growing by year, by date. So there are a lot of data to play with, and you can always like take a look into it and yeah, see what you can come up with. Another thing to talk about is pin consistency. You should pin from 10 to maybe 100 pins a day, and it makes like a drastic difference. For Pinterest, volume is everything, and you should pin a lot. Your account should be fresh, people should see your pins, and that's the main driver for your growth. So here you can see two different periods. First one is when I haven't been active on Pinterest. I haven't pinned anything for a while. I think these are like maybe 2 months or so. And within these 2 months, I haven't made a single pin, and my growth just stopped. I haven't received any new pins, and it works. Any new like followers, clicks, impressions, it just was the baseline. And it happens for everyone on Pinterest. You should be consistent, you should be pinning, and that's just a rule. There is no way you can avoid it. And another chart you can see, it's a bit later. When I started using Block to Pin, I started pinning like 30 pins a day, and you can see that the traffic, it just skyrockets 2x without, I don't know, a few weeks, I think. So yeah, the more you pin, the more volume you can see. The more pins you create, the more pins are seen by other people, the more you are followed, and the more you are followed, the more other people pin your content, and it just accelerates your growth, and you're just growing 2x every month. It's possible. And last thing is pinning to the same page. While you should still pin a lot, and it's important to pin like a few dozen pins a day, it's important that you are not a spammer, and that Pinterest does not consider you a spammer, and you should not put more than one pin to the same page a day. So imagine it's a real use case. I have a listicle on one of my websites with, I don't know, some cocktails to drink, and it has some images. You can see that pinned button, by the way. Yeah, and I could have made like a lot of pins and posted them all on a single day to Pinterest, but Pinterest would just consider me a spammer and reduce my growth, reduce my reach and all of that. So what you can do instead is you have some images, you can wrap them in some templates, not always just like bare images, but you get the vibe, and you post them like on different days. So for instance, this one, you'll post it on Monday, this on Tuesday, and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and so on. And this way you ensure two different things. First of all, on each new day, people are seeing more and more content from you on the same topic, because if you post like 30 pins on the same page on the same day, it means that all these 30 pins would try to rank, and it's possible for all of them to rank, and you're just dooming, I don't know, 90% of your pins, and because 90% of your pins don't get any reach, because it didn't get any reach within the first day, because they were just bulk sent into the Pinterest, it means your website would perform worse and worse, and yeah, you would not see any good growth here. So it's important to keep that in mind. And yeah, I think that's all for me. And yeah, it seems complicated, you may think, but it's not really. There are quite a lot of like simple actionable steps you can do, which would increase your reach and make you get organic leads on autopilot from Pinterest. But if you want to get into more details, into pinning, consistently pinning, and having a lot of pins created for your website, I've got a tool for you. Blog to Pin. It's currently in the limited beta at $97. You get a lifetime access to Blog to Pin, and you can use it for as many websites as you wish. Pin a lot of images each day, and they will be smart pins. Smart pinned, it means that there would not be such a case when all of the pins from the single page is just sent within a day. It's impossible. So it really takes care of a lot of very important details on the Pinterest to make sure you actually grow. So if you really want to grow on Pinterest and you have an existing like blog, website, whatever, first of all, just follow all the tips I mentioned here. It's very important, and it can already accelerate your growth. But if you are ready to double down on it and to grow really fast, yeah, just try out Blog to Pin. I'm the founder of the tool, and I'd be glad to help you out. So yeah, see you soon.